moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
the cleaning stuff that they are calling. Look at the bridge. Look at the bridge. Right there, the stuff that the Chinese come to face now. It's something that will come together. You know, but those people believe that simply because they gave you something, so we'll get involved. We want to go part of it. I was the president that said no. If they charge you for human rights, then discuss it. You cannot, Liberia will not come in the middle. Because Liberia is a partner to America, and Liberia is a partner to you. Thank you for your fighting. That will come in. As somebody said, people then, while we're talking, we'll suspend what we still want to do for later on. And later on, we will not there. So it's a sin. Nothing new. Nothing new. If they show anything new, they show anything new. The next election, we're going to go at this. Everything they do is the 85%, 90%, the 75% will left. Everything new. All of you will go to the police station, all of you vote against us. I can somebody stay 12 years. In 12 years, in the same government by the state of 100 years, they will build all the roads from South to Now, I'm not saying to you, those who put the ball, most of the elements that are around today, that will not be a fool or something for themselves. Today, they use, I won't say use, we allow them to vote for this element. And these are the people you see on radio, and your government is Cuba, their government, or their government. Don't understand what they came from. When they came from the street, so when they came from refugee camp, we brought them, we came to understand that guy, we be the best guy, vote for him. And these are the people that are on TV talking that of rubbish. But we don't let that or discourage you. CDC is a party for you. Because CDC brought yourself down to you. Yeah, there was a revolution to change Liberia. That's what we're doing. There's no question again. People making involved, they make people out. All of the people, some people step in our homes in America. The people that can alone, a job about in America, no, but 2010. You can talk politics, you can talk with the same always selling. Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're doing? But I don't know, even the 100 president, what I don't mean. In 1987, I was almost 19, go to 20, I've been my professor, right there in the bush, in the Weah. So, they're talking to you about me. No, they are poor people, not me. not let anyone fool you. People don't want to be ahead with you. And now you see, you know what I'm saying? I people that go to eat while I saw. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's a joke. Even the United Partisan, they know, I don't have to go there. With everything they get in their possession, they still passing on the ground and asking for stuff. So they're telling you that, oh, we are out there. Well, not true. They just using you. All of the passing there on the curb and coming. Don't let them there. They love me, don't let them. And until we live a life, until we see where the head to. We stay back home, the guy never changes. Put yourself together, and hope is there, as you say. Put yourself together. Somebody spent 12 years. When they left the cream there, you did well. Before they come back again, you can go back again. You got to control what? And I always tell you, the right way is not destruction. The right way is not destruction. It's not destruction. Because the wrong way it happened in the country before, we have traces of what happened. Then you don't want to repeat. You don't want to repeat. So what you do, or get away the rule of law, impose the rule of law on people. Because marching together is the right way. Yes. The best way to do it. Now we march together, you see the whole group say, the only side, the other group side, and I say you're marching. No, you gotta be whole. All our friends there that march with all, with middlemen march, today they have this split up different groups. And when they get to the street, you can see the number. Because your friend said, all I want to do, everybody did it. Everybody did it. You understand? Everybody did it. They get messengers. Now they want to be messengers anymore. They want to be leader. And the leadership role, the space, the narrow space. So because everybody want to be leader, when you put everybody that will stay back, they will perish. And they will see their because all our goal is to become the people. And that's it. I don't care what happened to you. You can be opposition or what have you. You can be opposition and still stay in the hospital. They said, Boakai, I stay in the hospital. Pay money, government money. Pay your own money to put this makeup in Joseph Boakai hand. If the man who gave us the ball, then one contender, he can die. But we are not the time. I'm basketball. All the goal. Is to pray to be kind to people that they left that will live. Why will you be happy? Give me about the hospital. What's the issue? Why will you be happy? So we need to be careful. You know? This is the country. You said it will go to move, there will be go and down. The promise of go and down. I will tell you that the people that are hospital, they liars. They all like to call it go and down. It's the go and down working on. Let them go back. What's the name? It's not the world. Somebody wanting to rescue himself, say he will rescue you. And I rescue him so. then even as I came in the street, what I saw Christian people, you know, I hear people say, oh, but the people didn't talk. Talk what? I don't even talk. So the next time somebody come to us say, you see me, I can make it, I own lonely band, I just want to relate on that, I want to pray. The next time you'll understand that the person gave up already. Don't have the people, and I'm feeling. It's not a joke. How can somebody tell you that I can't make it? And you believe that I wasn't going to make it? So that's something I'll tell you. The president said, oh, I did not lie to the people, but he didn't lie to the people. He told you that he was an infidel. You weak can't do anything. So that what you see, you understand? I passed to the park. I drove by a visible park. It's sad to see that it's all in this one. Simply because somebody believes that they can only there, I will not kiss it. But somebody knows that your children go there. My children go, the right child is in town. I'm not that child going to give back. As far as child here, or you get the car, you go, you don't look for a friend. But you kiss them. Look at PhD. PhD, we have officers to the fence. So people children go to the water. And you see the video, you see 2-year-old, 3-year-old go in the sea. They were so happy to say somebody I wish God. They don't say God. So they get everything. You know, people are proud. Even they say thank you for the 85% or 90% you brought in country. They can say thank you. Every project that was initiated is the one they say they and the problem, you guys are the problem. So what you need to do, instead of complaining, you need to redo it again. We have a generation that is messed up, a generation that never loved the good people, that want to brought war on us. In general, you put a single that kill your parents, kill your brothers and sisters. You put them back in the bar and you claim that they are rescuers. Is it God? God is very wonderful, but you can see, you know. You read the Bible story. Everybody has just seen that. You read the Bible story. You see from one episode to another. You see bad people, you see people. And that's why Israel, from one group to bad until they put the best people there. But as they complain that they people did not put the people, they bring bad people. So going forward, Liberians that know what they want. You see, I don't care about the partisan or the sedition and how they call it. No. I'm a Liberian. In my life, I work for Liberia through on the wall. I did not see MPP or what I did. And that's the same thing I did as a leader. People running around, I didn't see green or blue. But it's a revolution that we brought because we didn't want any war. What we see today, if these people are not careful, they have to fight other people. And we don't want that. We don't want that. Going to Guinea, the town finish. Going to Africa, no, in our country, this is the best country in West Africa. Why are we running for our own country? Why should we run for our country? Simply because somebody said that you're not giving it back? No. The Bible tells us there's wicked people and there's good people. There's selfish people and good people. You got people that respect and people don't respect. The God that created all of us, you got some people in the biblical era. They don't care for God. You don't care. So you that know God for yourself, that's it. But you got to think. You got to always think. I told you before, on New Year's Day, before the clock hit,
Well, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you who continue to remain very supportive to what we do here. In a special way, we want to welcome one of our mother and our leader in the DMV chapter, Madam Claudia Allison. How are you, Mama? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. Uh, Happy New Year to you, family. Thank you for everything, for always checking. We appreciate you. I want to say welcome and happy new year to Faya J. Bobodi. Thank you so much, Faya, for your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so much. Happy new year to you and the family. I want to welcome D. Ross Wayne. Ross, your language is not too well. You can disagree with us. But looking at your picture, you're supposed to be someone that is, inclined enough to know that this is a public forum where you have other people watching and that you should be careful with your language. So, Ross, what we are going to do is to delete your comment. You can comment, you can disagree, however you want to disagree, you can disagree, but we will not allow you using these kind of words. You want to spoil your parents' name, and will not allow you to bring disregard to your parents' household. I know you are from a family that take time to really impact knowledge in you, to give you that kind of training. So it doesn't mean because you are a man and you can rent one room, it means that you must forget about the training that was inculcated in you by your parents. That when you come here, you use these kind of F languages, and so we will not take it. You hear us? We'll not take it. You are welcome. I want to welcome you. But again, your language, you can disagree with anybody on here, but we will not allow you using F, this, that, and other thing. We won't allow it. This is not the kind of platform that we allow these words. No, we are not looking for comments, right? We are not looking for comments. So watch your language, disagree with us in the strongest possible term, but also watch your language, please, because we have our young, our youth watching. People at the age of 19, they are on here watching at the age of 20, and they should be able to read these comments without closing their eyes or skipping the line. Even if you disagree, you can disagree in the strongest term, but you don't have to use this kind of harsh languages. We will not accept that on here. Thank you so much. And I want to say welcome to you. I want to say happy new year to Ansu Soni. That's my own brother right there, joining us on the YouTube channel. Jerry Swa, thank you so much, Jerry. We appreciate you watching us there from your corner. We want to say thank you so very kindly. I mean, all of you who are joining us from the Vera platform, we really do appreciate you. We want to say you are welcome. And as usual, we ask that you please do us a favor. That favor we want you to do for us is to please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. What you can also do for us is that you can also, be able to tag somebody so that we can have a very wonderful conversation. So I am going to, while we await our other panelists, I'm going to play you something here, and I want you to listen to this, share, invite somebody while we, be able to bring on our people, while we bring on our people. So please do us that favor. You can hit the like button, hit the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all of us have a wonderful time. Please share with friends and family members, and let's have a wonderful time. Thank you all very kindly, and
Button. Let's speak
do
with
that for us.
consulting at the Ministry of Finance. Daniel Nyago, and welcome.
Thanks so much, Julius. It's good to be on
I
your
want to
screen.
welcome the Honorable Philip Tote.
Okay.
Philip is our administrator here in the DMV chapter. A very, 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 very strong administrator here in the DMV chapter, the CDC USA. I want to say you are highly welcome, Honorable Philip. We are looking at the time we'll be able to bring you on. Thank you so very kindly for everything you continue to do. And I want to say thanks for, working along with the team for our year-end fast and prayer. We CDC USA, the DMV chapter, we had a very wonderful year-end fast and prayer. We want to say thanks to all who attended that particular fast and prayer. or how you call or summit or meeting in our chat room. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so very kindly, Philip. You are welcome. Thank you. So let's listen to this.
We have been getting different reports of some people not taking pay. Public school teachers, for example, say for 3 months they haven't taken pay yet. The employees at the University of Liberia say they haven't taken pay for December. Legislative staffers, including lawmakers, are saying they haven't taken pay for December. What's happening?
So, Julius, the general news here is that the government has disbursed up to 95% of the wage bill to all of its obligations. So, as we speak, on the education ministry front, there were transitions from another pay system to another one. And so, as time goes by, the government pay teachers all across the country in Liberian dollars, and now the new system requires that you transition everyone to US dollar as disaggregated by the law. The policy, the current policy, you pay 70% and you pay 30%.
Yeah,
So
but
now,
Daniel, it has been 3 months. How long is it going to take to have that resolved?
so it is being resolved now. So we have been paying. We have been paying them. So it's being resolved now. As we speak to you, the deputy controller.
Yeah, but
the deputy controller. Let me have a break, Julius. The deputy controller is currently in leaving one of the banks to another bank to make sure that this payment process will go through. And I have just concluded the call with him.
Yeah,
And
but
so,
they are saying for 3 months they have not been paid. That is the issue I'm concerned about. The public school teachers.
So the good news is that this matter is being solved now. It's not about the long back law. It's that it's being solved now.
So if it is solved now, will they get all their 3 months money in December?
Yes, sure. You are going to get your money. Your money will be paid to you. Okay. And that there is no conflict whether you will not receive your money. Your money will be paid to you. And that the good news is that this government is not indebted to anyone. We don't credit from the Central Bank of Liberia.
But this government is indebted to the public school teachers until the issue is resolved for 3 months. But then what is happening with because you said 95% has been disbursed? Are the legislative staffers, are the people from UL, I'm hearing about PPCC and somewhere else, are they part of the 5% that have not been disbursed yet, or is it an issue with their banking or what?
Some of the issues are issues with banking.
All right, so fellow Liberians, again, we want to say welcome to all of you. And as usual, we say, please do us a favor, invite as many friends as you can invite, and let's all have a wonderful time in our today's discussion. So before going to our discussion, I want to say to you, Happy New Year. It is our hope and our prayer that all of you will be able to achieve what you have set as a goal for this particular new year. And be focused. It's not going to be easy, but be focused. I want to welcome one of our leader, our spiritual leader, Madam Josephine Campbell. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Do appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. So, fellow Liberians, today we're going to be looking at several issues. Get ready and let's discuss. I am going to display to you a picture of a very professional Liberian. I'm going to display to you that picture. So let me just bring the picture for you. Okay, I'm going to display this picture for you. So just bear with us while we try to bring you this picture on the screen here. I want you to look at this picture. I think all of you are seeing the picture, right? You are all seeing the picture. All of you are seeing the picture. I hope that the picture is very clear from your end, and I'm sure that this picture is very clear. I have no doubt that the picture is clear. So this person that you are looking at on this picture, she is called Alphia Faith Kemokai. Alphia Faith Kemokai. Alphia Faith Kemokai. That's her name. Alphia Faith Kemokai. So fellow Liberians, Alphia Faith Kemokai, this young lady that you are looking at, she was recruited by this government. You know, when President Boakai took over, he had created this particular propaganda that the young people under His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah, they were not given priority. The young people were not being streamlined according to the propaganda that they ran. So when Boakai took over, to deceive these young people and to think that, he is serious about their development and their growth, he set up what we call a kind of National Youth Advisory Council. The National Youth Advisory Council. I'm going to take this picture down. And this National Youth Advisory Council, fellow Liberians, he appointed some young people. And the work and responsibility of those young people were to ensure that they can be able to advise government, and they can be able to advance policies that will be able to, help to change the trajectory of the young people within Liberia and to, advance ideas relative to programs that will be able to, build up their capacity. So the young girl picture that I just showed you, Kemokai, Miss Kemokai, was one of those who were actually appointed by this particular government to serve as, in that particular capacity as one of the, advisor to Mr. Joseph Numa Boakai, what we refer to as the President's National Youth Advisory Council. So she was there. Usually people who are part of that particular council, they are to forward to the president plans, programs, and policy that will be able to help push the young people agenda. So in this particular Kemokai girl that you're looking at here her picture that you're looking at, when she was, appointed by Joseph Numa Boakai, she decided to take a different trend. That is, she decided that, look, in order for us to get the participation, the full involvement of the young people, there is a need for us to do what we call broader engagement. We cannot just sit in this council, you ask me, I ask you, and then we move on and think that that's what the young people want. So this particular girl, Madam Kemokai, decided that what we are going to do is to see how best we can be able to engage other members of the public. We engage, for example, the Federation of Liberian Youth. We will engage, students grouping. We engage religious grouping. We even engage political parties youth. That is people who are part of also political parties, because this particular agenda or our own responsibility and duty is to advise the president, is to be able to put forth, an agenda that will be inclusive of all of the young people. It will not just be young people from the Unity Party, young people from maybe the opposition, but it will be young people in the, the disabled community, the Christian, the Muslim, and just every sector, so we can capture everybody. And so therefore, Madam Kemokai started this particular involvement or started this consultation with the the Muslim Youth Council, relative to their own plans and programs, because she is one of those who are advising Joseph Newman Boakai, part of that particular advisory council. So she started with the Muslim youth and trying to sample the view of these people, what they want, what they think, and etc. etc. And it went very, very well. Sample their views, and it went very well. So what she decided to do was to, go across, like I said from the beginning, interact with people, young people in the Christian community, in the Muslim community, in the students grouping, in the disabled community, just everywhere, just young people, young people. It doesn't matter where you come from, but to just get the broader view of young people, how they think, what they think about the government, how the government can be able to make intervention so that everybody can benefit. And fellow Liberian, when she started on this particular process, there was a serious resistance on the part of Madam Kula Bana Fofana, who is the secretary, somebody will say, press secretary to the office of the president, especially when she started the initiative with the political parties, with political parties. Madam Kula Bana Fofana, Mo Ali, and some other people, in the Unity Party, along with our man Tue and the rest of it, Amos Tue from from LPRC, they believe that this particular advisory council should only listen to members of the Unity Party Youth League. They believe that the work of the council should just be around the Unity Party National or the Unity Party Youth League. And nobody in that council has the right to consult other individuals out of the Unity Party. So they start to have problem with her, with this particular young lady that you're looking at. They start to have problem with her. Why is it that she's going to other political party, to ANC youth, to the other people youth, to the other people youth? Why she can't deal with just the Unity Party? And her issue was no. I was appointed on this particular, council, on this advisory council, to advise the president. In order for me to give a very good and a broader, impartial advice, there is a need for me to get the sample of all of the youth within the country. At least a sample of what they think. So I must get to the student community. It doesn't matter whether these people, they are part of opposition or they are not part of opposition. They are young people too that are supposed to benefit. They are young people we are representing. We are not representing Unity Party only or Liberty Party only or ACOP only. We are representing the young people. That is the nomenclature we carry. That is the responsibility that we are carrying. And we are not carrying the responsibility of Unity Party youth. So therefore, give us chance. Let us be able to sample the view of every Liberian. The likes of Mo Ali and Kula Bana Fofana, along with, a tour at LPRC, they got angry with this particular young, energetic, professional young lady. They got angry with her and said, in fact, what she is doing is completely out of her scope of office and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And what they started with was to bully her. They started bullying her. They started bullying this young lady because they felt that they have some proximity to the presidency. They started to bully her. So she said, well, I might be young, but I will not allow anybody to bully me. I was appointed by the president, and I appreciate that the president appointed me. He did not look at my, political party affiliation. He appointed me to serve. So if the president appointed me to be able to advise him and to be able to serve in this capacity, I must do my work without fear and favor. But unfortunately, the Unity Party folks like Mo Ali and Kula Bana Fofana decided that, but when Alphia Kemokai, you want to show that you woman, you want to show that you're too strong, so they decide to bully her. They start to threaten her. In fact, you will move from here. You will not be here. We make sure you will move. You make sure you will move. To the extent that they even told Joseph Numa Boakai, and told Joseph Numa Boakai that Joseph Numa Boakai should move her. But you know, Joseph Numa Boakai has a way of doing his clandestine deeds, and we pretend like he don't know. So he looked at it for long and said, if I am to write a communication to remove her, the backlash will be too much on us. It will backfire. So whatever you guys can do to mount pressure on her in order for her to, whatever she will do to be in line, you guys go ahead. But I will not be able to write any letter to say, well, I am firing her, even though I appointed her. But I will not do it. But he empowered those guys to go ahead and bully her. And so all of the time that she was serving, she was being bullied, being disrespected, receiving series of calls and threats from higher ups in the government, from even the youth league of the Unity Party. One person who will render disrespect to her and insult her and say all kinds of things concerning, her, was the idiot that they have there at the National Port Authority. They call Queen Johnson the murderer. So Queen Johnson will put people together to insult this particular professional young girl, to say all sort of things about her. They will insult her. They will call her. They will on different number. They will insult her to the extent that the office that she occupied became very hostile, because Mo Ali and Kula Bana Fofana, along with some other people, they have given other people within the Unity Party, they go ahead to torment her so she can resign or so she can leave. Because Boakai say, I don't want to sack her. I don't want it to be a backlash on me. So whatever you guys can do, you'll do it. So the bully became too much on her. And look at her, very, very young girl. Look at this girl, very young professional. The bully became too much on her. And she decided that, well, I think it's about time for me to give my exit. I am too young to be in this toxic environment where you have Kula Bana Fofana, all the way she is the press secretary to the office of the president, Mo Ali. These people get their job and then they're trying to bully me. The first thing is that I am not a member of the Unity Party. I am not a member of any political party. And so therefore, I must be able to do my work based on the level of professionalism that the president see in me and decide to bring me. But later, she didn't know that all of this thing, they've already talked to the president that they want the president should sack her, and he said, I don't want for anything to backlash on me. So whatever you guys can do, you'll do it. So she didn't know that all of what these guys are doing, the insult, the bullying, and every other thing that they are doing, Joseph Numa Boakai is aware of it. He is aware of it. So she did a communication to the office of the president, informing the president that the environment that she was working in, it was too toxic, receiving a lot of disrespect from her colleagues, other people who were serving on the council, including from some members of the Unity Party who are part of the government, that she was receiving some bullying. Joseph Numa Boakai refused to address this girl concern or to call her to say, well, what are the issues? Who are those? Because he is already the one who is orchestrating this entire plan. So he refused to call her. He refused to even pick up a phone to say, look, let me talk to you and see what is going on. Or to even schedule a meeting, because what she suggested in that communication was that, Mr. President, there is a need for you to be able to, let's meet with you and see what is going on. Because the environment here is getting too toxic. People who I work with in the office will disrespect me, people will call me. And these are all people that are higher ups in the government that I respect a lot. And I don't want to damage my future by, fighting these people, by going up on air and saying blah, blah, blah about them. I don't want to do that. I am too professional. The level that I have reached is too much for me to allow myself to be, involved in this kind of hauling and pulling, go to Kula Fofana, call her, go on air. She said, I will not want to do that. That I will not want to do. So please intervene. Joseph Numa Boakai sat down and allowed this innocent, very professional girl to be bullied by people like Kula Bana Fofana and that of Mo Ali. According to information that we have gathered, Mo Ali even try, advancing her, and she said, no, 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 that nonsense, don't bring it to me. I will not accept it. So what even happened when the whole thing started? Because she didn't know at first, she did not know that this thing was an inside game. She didn't know it was an inside game. It was an inside stuff. So guess what happened? When the whole thing started, she decided to go to Madam Bemi Harris at the Ministry of Gender. She went to the Ministry of Gender, called Madam Bemi Harris and said, look, these, according to the information that we've gathered, these are the things that are happening in Madam Bemi Harris. These are the things that are happening to me. Is there a way that you can intervene? Because I cannot be in an environment where I've been bullied by other people. She went to the minister of the Ministry of Gender to intervene. Do you know that the Ministry of Gender shown her? He just said, oh yeah, we arrange a meeting. We try to see how best we can have a meeting. As I speak to you today, to Nana, as I speak to you, they have refused to even take her complaint serious. So she looked at it for long and said, well, I cannot be in this environment. I am too professional for this kind of people. And she decided to resign. In October, she tendered in her resignation based on some sexual advances from people like Mo Ali, the bullying from people like Kula Bana Fofana, and other people within the party who feel that she should only relate to the members of the Unity Party and not to other party to get their advices or to get what they have, to advance to the president. So they bully her. And finally, she was able to do a communication. She did a communication. That communication, let me just bring this to you. Let me bring this to you. She did a communication to, anyway, no, I will not do it. I will not display this because, my source. I will not display this communication. I will not display. But she did a letter, right? She did a letter. Let me move this from here. She did a letter to the president. She sent out a communication to the president, Joseph Newman Boakai, telling him thanks for, the level, and asking that she wanted to just move on, to resign. So she did a communication. And the reason why you see this communication, I'm about to read it from the OKFM. Let me just bring it right here so that you can see it. Courtesy of OKFM. This is what she wrote. This is what she wrote from OKFM. Let me enlarge it because I'm going to read it. We are going to read it. So let me enlarging this. Courtesy of OKFM. Courtesy of OKFM. We are going to read this. So let me enlarging it. Okay, I think it's bigger enough. All of us can see it, right? All of us can see it. Okay, something that all of us can see. So we are going to read it. So this is the clarity that she made. After, she was being put here, there, and the stuff like that, she decided to resign. And being a professional person as she is, she decided that, well, I'm not going to put anybody under the carpet. But when I read this communication, you will see within the communication how she was being bamboozled, how she was being intimidated, how she was being bullied by the system. So she decided to do a communication, and all of these things that I'm explaining to you, they are all reality. But because she wanted to be involved in this kind of hauling and pulling, who said this, that, and this and that, she decided to do a communication. I'm going to read this communication. And there are things that we are going to capture in this communication. So we're going to read this communication. And courtesy of the OKFM, the communication, I think portion of it was sent to, to them, and then decided to do. But the one that I have, I don't want to display because of some other reason. Person who sent it said, no, you have to display, so I will not. So I'm going to read. Following the recent public announcement of my resignation, she was the one, sending in this communication. So following the recent public announcement of my resignation from the National Youth Advisory Council to the president of Liberia, there has been public interest, and commentary. I believe it is important to offer clarity, claiming honesty, and with respect. So you see, this girl is a very professional person. Even though They've been bullying her. They've been, threatening her. But you can see the level of professionalism in her. She still decided that I will not expose these people. I will try to cover it. I will try to show some level of respect. But even in this communication, you will see where she will say it, that she was being, pressurized because she decided not to be part of any political whatever and decided to be neutral. So we'll go ahead and read. It says, for the record, I was appointed to the National Youth Advisory Council to His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, on October 11, 2024. And I formally submitted my resignation in October 25th, 2025. My resignation was not reactive. It was a considered decision made in good faith and with intention. To ensure continuity and a smooth transition, my resignation took effect on December 31st, 2025, allowing sufficient time for the appointment of a suitable replacement and the uninterrupted work of the council. I accept the appointment wholeheartedly and with a deep sense of responsibility, and I equally resigned wholeheartedly, guarded by my personal value. I want you to listen to this, it's important. I also wholeheartedly resigned, guided by my personal value and long-standing commitment to meaningful youth participation. She now said to unity party participation or to political party participation. She said to a meaningful youth participation. Sometimes when you read a communication very carefully, the details are hidden right in there that you can uncover. But I'm giving this to you because the information that I gave earlier before coming to this particular communication is from inside. I can tell you 100% that what I said to you, they are all 100% accurate. But people advise her and say, look, do this because you have a future. You are a young person. You have a future. You don't want these people for their political whatever to damage you. So the information that I explained to you and what I will be explaining further, they are all accurate information, very accurate. They are 100% accurate and balanced. So let's read further. Let's go further. She said, the National Youth Advisory Council represents an important step towards addressing the representation gap of young people at higher level decision-making table. Efforts to create space for youth voices in government are necessary and should be strengthened. I remain grateful to the President and all stakeholders who made the establishment of the Council possible. Currently, I serve as the program manager of the Young Political Leadership School Africa, a leadership, elections, and guardians training program. I work across political. Let me just bring this here. I think I have to carry this up. Just bear with me from my end here. Okay. So we're coming to the place where you will see and you will read for yourself. Okay. Okay. So here she is. She said, currently, I serve as the program manager of the youth. I hope you are following. Let me show you where I am reading from so that we can all be on par with what. Here is where I'm reading from, this place that you see me highlighting. Here, from the highlighted area right here. This currently, here is where I'm starting from. So we can all go ahead. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. So that we can all be on par with what we are doing. Just so you know. So she said, currently I serve as the program manager of the Young Political Leadership School Africa, a leadership, election and governance training program. I walk across politics. I walk across politics. I want you to listen to this. I walk across politics, governance, and leadership development, engaging young people both within and outside Liberia. This work requires collaboration across diverse political contexts and perspective. You see that? Look, the detail is in the communication. Why must Joseph Numa Boakai sit down and people like Kula Bana Fofana and all these other people bully this girl until she was able to resign? So in this her communication, she was providing this clarity that look, I am not a unity partisan. I work across political, parties. I work with every young people, whether they are part of the CDC, they are part of the ANC, they are part of the EFF, whatever party they are part of. I work with these young people. I do not look at their political affiliation. I do not look at their political background or their religion background. I work with everybody. This is what this communication is saying. So let's read and you will see the details in it. I know some of you who are, very objective, you've already seen what we are saying here from this just these few paragraphs. You have already seen it, but let's go in detail and see it. So she said, the work require collaboration. This is where I'm at. I want to show you every step along the way so that we all can be on par with it. This is where I'm reading from. This is where I'm reading from here, where I'm about to highlight. Okay. You see I'm reading from? Yeah. To where you see that highlight begin. It's where I'm reading from. So you can know where we are and then you will follow. So she said, this work requires collaboration across diverse political contexts and perspectives. In that regard, I wish to clearly state that I am not a member of any political party. That's where they have problem with her, because they feel that people who occupy that position must be unity party people. The people who occupy those positions must only be attached to unity party. If you are not a unity partisan, forget it. You are not accepted. What? Now, people are begging you. You just give me 1 minute. Let me attend to what I'm supposed to attend to here. Okay, I'm coming. So let me attend to Sonny here quick. So you see that. So she is saying, let's go. So she is saying that I am not a political party species to be attached to just a political party. I am somebody who is serving the president appointment not because of my political party affiliation. He looked at me, they did their own research and saw that I was somebody who was not political. And I was working along with every Liberian youth across broader context. Whether you are a politician, you are not a politician, I was working along with these people. So now that I have been given this opportunity, it's just fair enough for me to continue to work with them, for me to continue to, do what I can do with these people in order for us to be able to achieve what we are supposed to achieve. I will not sit down to ostracize them, because it is the very people whose views that I am representing in this particular council. It is the very people whose, agenda that I am representing. So it is just fair enough for me to always go to these people to be able to have, a kind of talk with them, to hear from them what they think about the government, what are the issues, so that when we are advising the president, we can be able to advise Joseph Numa Boakai based on a broader perspective and not from a unity party perspective. Not from a unity party perspective. So these guys, they got so furious and said, because she is not a member of the unity party, she's not supposed to be there. So in this communication that we are reading together, you will see that she made it very clear that for me, and I'm part of no party people thing. So let's go ahead. Let's start. I don't know if you are hearing me, but let's start from the beginning. It says, this work requires collaboration across diverse political contexts and perspective. In this regard, I wish to clearly state that I am not a member of any political party, nor have I ever been. My professional engagement cuts across political lines, including CDC, UP, CMC, ANC, LP, and others in Liberia, as well as with actors beyond its border. As a young development partner, neutrality, integrity, and trust are central to my work. If I ever decide to engage in partisan politics, it will be done openly and transparently, not from behind civil society. This is her. You hear what she's saying? So because she was being bullied, she was being bamboozled, she was being squeezed, the people say you got to be a member of the Unity Party. If you're not a member of Unity Party, you're not supposed to be here. And you're not supposed to be here. She said, no, I've not been part of any political party. And in fact, more besides, my work, I am working across with every Liberian youth. It doesn't matter. My work cut across. So why should you guys at this point in time come after me? So in this communication, you see that she is providing the information. I need to keep checking to see if my people, okay. So she is providing the information. So let's go ahead. We take our own time and read. Now, all of what I'm doing is to tell you how Joseph Newman Boakai has so divided this country. That this old man is so wicked enough, he is so barbaric enough to look at a young girl who has decided to be very neutral and to do her best to work and engage every person. That Joseph Newman Boakai will sit down, the girl who can be his grandchild, to sit down and allow this girl to be bullied by people like Kuda Bana Fofana, by people like Mo Ali, and Tueden. Amos Tueden. This is the level at which Joseph Newman Boakai has damaged our nation. This is about Kemokai. But let me remind you before we go further. This was the same thing that happened to those young converts at the MCC. Y'all remember MCC? When about 6 individuals who the Unity Party said were not members of the Unity Party because they associated with Koji. So they said these people are not supposed to be there. Josiah Joker sacked those Liberians. Professional people talk food on their table because according to them, these people disagree and they have their own disagreement. Only because of their lineage to the political party or to individual who maybe are part of political party. So they sacked them from there. Let me just remind you also, you are also aware of almost those 700 people from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, including the EPS, the EPA, at the Environmental Protection, Executive Protection Agency, the EPA. He sacked these people, and the only reason that was provided for sacking these people was because these people were employed during President Weah time. You see how the politics is becoming dangerous? You see how Joseph Newman Boakai is damaging our nation? You see it, my people? When we tell you people, you think that we are joking. When we come here to expose the ills, you think that verse with verse. But we are looking at the very, very root of our nation. That's why whenever I sit here, I say something, some of you overlook it. I say my greatest fear is not about President Weah coming to office 2029, because I know he will win. My greatest fear is where President Weah going to start from. That's why I always say on this platform, some of you can bear with me, because it's like the progress President Weah made within the period of 6 years, we are retrogressing. They all may have damaged everything. The unity that we saw, I remember as certain government, the CDC, there were colleagues, there were friends of mine who were part of the Unity Party. Some of them used to give us a call, and we used to talk freely. Some of them even used to call my man, but say, I also do them. When we get it, we send it. You saw that respect, that mutual respect. Seditions dealt with people from other political parties based on the human as a Liberian and not political party. To the extent that Honorable Nathaniel Magay even paid the house rent of Mo Ali today. These are things that we can say because they are the facts. Now, am I angry with people like the Honorable Senator Magay for doing what he did for some of these people? I am not angry because I believe that they are Liberians. One, it is true that we have different political views, but it does not make one to be less Liberian than the other. The records are there. Who told you that we don't know? Some of these people in the Unity Party, when they were in opposition, members of our own political institution will put these people on payroll, even though some of others did not even put on payroll to answer our calls and our war. But we ain't get time for them because we are not here because we want your call or we want you to take our call. We are here because we are institutionalists. We believe in our institution. Some of these, our officials, could not even answer our own call when we say hello to them. But they were gentle. They will be trimming when they see some of these opposition brothers. They will answer their call. Some of these brothers in the opposition, they were literally living off the pocket of some other individuals that work in the CDC government who we were defending. Yes, who we were defending. One time I look at one of the ministers, right? The former minister, and we're having this conversation. So I told him, I said, you know what? He did something. And I say, I'm not going after you because I see you to be a non-factor for me to come and highlight you on this kind of platform. I will not do it. But I do not blame you. We empower you. When people were beating on you and they were saying all sort of things about you, because we wanted to protect the image of our institution, we came and we took the bullets for some of you. That's why I look at some of these ministers. Some of you are very ungrateful. But we are not expecting that from you. We defended some of these ministers, not because we wanted job from them, no. Not because we wanted them to give us a call and send offer or $10, no. But because we are institutionalists. Because we believe in our institution. We look at them as people who are part of our institution. So defending them and taking insult for them is something that some of us will do any day. Even if it was to have the reverse of what happened, we still do it. Because that's our institution. We'll not allow people to lie on you. Not because you can pick our call, not because you don't appreciate our work. I'm not here because I want. Look, the most wonderful appreciation that I get is from some of you that are on here. You know what it means for you to come listen to me 2 hours I talk and you listen to me? There are some of you who call me behind the scene. Say, pray. Like, give you an example. My own mother, Claudia Allison, our leader. She will text and say, pray, how you doing, my son? For example, Oman let the children play Mariah Nursing. We say, hey, my son, you're thinking. I get many of our mothers who will call, and sometimes they will literally pray for us on the phone and say, hey, my son, thank you. Thank you. I got some of my colleagues, some of my friends who will call me, in the CDC, who will also call me and say, please, oh, my man, you're doing well, brother. You're doing well, my man. You're sustaining the debate. These are things that strengthen us. These are things that make us excited. These are things that give us the extra energy to go harder. And we're not going to rest. You think if we're here for money, in people's pocket, we're still going to be here? You know how many persons started this and they didn't go anywhere? We're not doing it for fame. Let me tell you something, my people. Whatever you are doing, when you have the passion to do it, you do it with ease and without any stress. That's how it is. When the passion is there, you do it effortlessly. Effortlessly. That's how you can do it. You can just smoothly move. You can glide through because the passion is there. But if you are doing it because of recognition, if you are doing it because you want money, you can be here. Plenty of people who are doing it for recognition, some of them they're not here today. I'm not excited that I'm not seeing them. Plenty of people who are doing it because they wanted money, they are not here today. Am I excited? No. But we are doing it because we are seditians. We love our institution. We see CDC as the window for a better Liberia. We see His Excellency President Dr. George Weah as that conduit that God is going to use to give us a better Liberia. So whether we receive call, we not receive call, we'll do it. Whether you cause us, you will be surprised that even people in our own political institutions, somebody insult us. They call us fools. I'm telling you, for real. Some of our colleagues, they call us fool. Man, say, Prince, man, you less busy, eh? What kind of nonsense is that? The one who are eating government money, they can't kind of defend. My institution is my institution. We are institutionalists. We are not individualists. That's why I always say to people, I'm an institutionalist. I stand with my institution. I defend my institution. So at the end of the day, look at this particular communication. She said, no, I will not allow myself to be bamboozled. So in this communication that we're going to read, she said that I, as an individual, I will not allow myself to be pressured. If I want to be part of any political party, I will do it openly. But I will not use my involvement. And y'all will not pressurize me to be a member of the Unity Party. Read it right here. Let's go to the next paragraph, the second paragraph that is highlighted. Let's go to the second paragraph. Or let me remind you, because I talk small so that you can get off track, so we can be on par together. The next place that we are going, so that all of us can be on par. So here is where we're coming, right? Say, I am, okay, here is where we're coming. Here we're coming here. We're starting from here. Here we're starting from. So we take our own time as we go on. Okay. So the place that I highlight is what we are going to be reading. So she said, I am also aware of false claims that link my resignation to political party influence. These allegations were unfounded, addressed through legal means, and have since been retracted with an apology. I appreciate responsible journalism and the many voices that stood for the truth and fairness. My resignation should not be read as rejection of youth engagement in governance, nor as a hostility towards the council or any institution. Leadership also means knowing when to step aside and allowing others to contribute. In a region where power is often held too tightly. You can see, look, yeah, the girl she's trying to fix it for them. But those of us who can do what we refer to as inductive and deductive reasoning, you can see right in here. When you put on your cap of inductive and deductive reasoning, you will see that even though she want to try to sugarcoat it, even though she want to try to, give them a pass, but she still come here openly and say, "The people, nobody will force me to do what I don't want to do." So let's look at the second paragraph. Let's look at it. Look at the third paragraph. She said, my resignation should not be read as a rejection of youth engagement in governance, known as hostility towards the council or any institution. Leadership, listen to the one. Leadership also means knowing when to step aside and allow others to contribute. In a region, listen to this plan. You're listening to the one. In a region where power is often held too tightly and for too long, I take proud in embracing both service and transition. Let's go down. I have had the experience of advocating for young people within government and from outside government. And you hear it? She said, look, for me, I'm not advocate for people who are in government, people who are in outside of government. So I will not allow you to tell me that the only people that I'm associated with or the only people that you want to see me around must be the Unity Party people. That's what the communication is saying. That I have worked with people outside of government, people who are in government, I work with them. People who outside of government, I work with them. Why this time around, Unity Party, you're telling me that no? It must only be people from within the party. I'm only associate with people from Unity Party. And you're not supposed to see me with people from how you call from CDC, people from ANC, people from ALP or all the other political party. Why must it be just the Unity Party? So she is telling them here, I've had the experience of advocating for people within government and from outside of government. And those lessons will shape my continual work, my commitment to youth development, civil engagement, and democratic participation remains firm. You see what she's telling Kula Bana Fofana? Y'all will not bamboozle me. Y'all will not put me in the corner to only see members of the Unity Party. I will work with everybody. And my engagement with these young people will remain firm. Let's go ahead. A note of gratitude. Let me something here and then come here. Okay, so a note of gratitude. I would like to sincerely thank the many people who have spoken up, reached out, and stood in support of the work I do. You see that? There were many people who reached out to her. Many people who reached out to her, including my very self. Let me say it there now. I didn't reach out to her as Prince Sharif, and I will not tell you how I reached out to her. And that's how I was able to get this story. You can reach out to people in through many forms, through many ways. Many ways you can reach out to them. I don't need to reach out to them in person. I don't need to reach out to them but some kind of way. You think how some of the time we'll get information here? There are ways and manner we use to be able to extract information, to get information. And so, what is even surprising, fellow Liberians, is to see Mr. Boakai and members of the Unity Party who yesterday, these our brothers who yesterday, they were literally depending on other people to help them. Some of them could not even afford. It was people like Honorable Nathaniel Magay, Samuel Tue, and other people in the government who will help these people. Today now, they say when you associate with CDC, you become almost like an outcast. And you see what we're talking about? You become an outcast. And you see what we're talking about? You see the Unity Party? But is it strange? Look at the behavior of Joseph Newman Boakai. When Joseph Newman Boakai was asked about his, involvement and, working along with other oppositions, what did he say? You hear the interview. So these guys are behaving the way their political leader is behaving. You think it is strange? No, it is not strange. Those that you see behaving the way they are behaving is because Joseph Newman Boakai behaved the same way. They don't want to offend their political godfather or the man who is giving them, this weakling and sickly old man who is giving them. So they don't want to see it as a means of, trying to disrespect him, because they see that, look, let me tell you something. The leaders depict the tune of the organization, like it or not. The leader depict the tune of the organization. My people, we must all thank God for President Weah. We must thank God for President Weah. For him to control the CDC that I know, and we sit down and allow people to do tabata, we allow it to go. You must know that President Weah is just different. He's just different. The reason why you see some of us are very, very, moderate, very organized, and we put forth our ideas, and sometimes we don't want to be too, tacky and stuff like that, is because of the man that we follow. Let me tell us today, President Weah is not impressed when you try to defend him. That is not who he is. With insults, no. President Weah is not the man that take glory in somebody trying to defend him, and you want to take down life because you want to defend him. President Weah, you get time for that. When you know the leader that you follow, you will know when to move, what to say, and how to say what to say. Who told you some of these people, the thing that they're doing, we can't battle them, whether it be a physical or whatever thing? But you know why sometimes we just relax? It's because that is not in the nature of our leader. We take on the nature of our political leader, His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. We take on that nature. Because he's a peaceful man, we try by all means to be peaceful. Who told you we can't come here to lecture people or lead them? Who told you? Some of the things that people can be writing here, we can use one meaning on their generation and describe it and damage them, with words and deliver them. We can do it.
But you know why we don't? Because the people that are listening to us, do you know how many persons? I am privileged to have the vice president, Madam Joy Howard Taylor, listening to me. I am privileged to have people like Honorable Nathaniel Magay with all of their busy time. At least they can take the time to listen on this platform. I have people like Honorable Samuel Tue to listen to me. I mean, government officials. At the time, I will can't take to can't call somebody man. At the time, I can't take to can't waste my time. Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's why you see, I'm not moved. I am consistently consistent because I know, reading the manifesto of the CDC, I know what the CDC has in its book for Liberians. And I saw that during the first 6 years. You and myself, we saw it. So for a lay girl like this, and I'm going to display a picture before I move on to the next, how you call or topic. For this girl who can be a granddaughter of Joseph Numa Boakai, for her to be bamboozled, for her to be intimidated by the likes of people like Mo Ali, the likes of people like Kula Bana Fofana, to intimidate this lay girl until she resigned. This is unfair, man. This is unfair. What crime this lay girl commit? For her to say, I will work with everybody, whether they are sedition or they are member of Unity Party, they are member of ALP, for you to get vexed and bully her until she resign. Look at this young girl who can be a granddaughter to Joseph Numa Boakai. Amen. For God in heaven's sake. There were people who were part of the Unity Party, but they still had the opportunity to work in the CDC government. Some of them were even friends to some of the people that we knew in the government. But today, the Unity Party is there. When any member of the Unity Party try to associate with the CDC, they look at you to be like a curse. They look at you like to be one of the biggest virus that should never ever exist. Is this how we do things? Is this how it's supposed to be? A country where we are supposed to be united? A place where an 89-year-old man is the president, that he is supposed to be preparing the way for young people, that we can engage each other, that we can see each other as Liberians, that we can look beyond just political affiliation? Is this the kind of president that you expect us to have? The age of Joseph Numa Boakai now, he should be the one that, in fact, Joseph Numa Boakai should always be on air talking about unifying the country. Should always be on air talking about putting things together, putting people together, especially young people, because we have a very promising population of young people. But to see Joseph Numa Boakai is using his influence behind the scene. Now the same thing when we told you all that, oh, their Unity Party, Joseph Numa Boakai, you want move for Natiko for some people, oh la la, what the president got to do with that thing? The president are already president, the man already president, the head of state. What the man got to do with it? Some of you didn't believe it until you saw Joseph Numa Boakai involved inside. True. Some of you didn't believe it. We said it right on this platform here. We said it. We told Liberians that they Joseph Numa Boakai, you're playing fun with it. Oh man, yeah, you want move for Natiko for. I said, no, I don't want to move from the you were telling you carry to how you got to room for them to go see Father, for them to go pray and this, that, and other thing. We say you don't mind that thing with no Boakai. We've been following this man history. We read the man history like we read our ABC. We know who he is. Very terrible and dangerous, evil being you're looking at. You don't overlook it. Oh no, man, don't do that. Even though we not let it, man, but we can't allow the man neither that. I was in a chat room one time, and after it was clear that Joseph Numa Boakai had his hand involved in the removal of Honorable Funati Kofa, one of my other men who were defending their hair. Oh, it's not possible. Not everything now we're pouring the man. So when it happened, I called him. I didn't call him in the chat room. I called him one. I said, bro, he said, yeah. I said, where are we now? He lied. Brazil. He said, my man, at least expected that thing for the puppet, man. You president already. It's just to say somebody kill elephant, they kill black deer, they kill red deer, then they go and take quick off from on the ground from the poor man. I said, okay. I say, I told you. And you right in this chat room denying it. Say, no, it can't happen. Your part, they kind of propaganda, they kind of thing again. I say, where are we? Man, forget it, I look at them. I say, okay. So Boakai is a wicked old man. Look, let me tell you one of the reasons why the late Jerry Roden referred to Joseph Newman Boakai as Mr. Clean. Joseph Newman Boakai know how to do evil that if you are not careful, you will not see the trace. If you are not careful, if you can't read between lines, if you are not like some of us who can look beyond the ordinary, just beyond the writing, you will not see his hand mark. You know what they call Joseph Newman Boakai Mr. Clean? The dangerous old man you see so. The weapon they men were doing around thing with how you got to supply to local defense force. If you are not smart enough, you will not see the trace. If you are just ordinary, but when I see the man on the war front, when I see just animal boy talking, one day you not tell about no worrying fashion, that dangerous old man, that devil you looking at, so devil incarnate that he looking at. Very evil man. Who told you Joseph Newman Boyka is not aware of all of this nonsense that is happening? He is fully aware. He's fully aware. So for this lay girl to be bamboozled in such form, way, and manner, it's just so disgraceful. It's so disgraceful. It's very so disgraceful. To see Joseph Newman Boyka trying to devour our country. Look at how sweet our nation was under President Weah. I mean, politically. You could see people associating with Unity Party. We laugh at them. They're our brother. We laugh at them. So now the men even used to come, we drink beer together. And you understand? They even used to come, people drink beer to them and say, oh, man, oh, let's drink beer. Let's enjoy ourselves. We just lie. Oh, man, we be your, we be your, man, we be your, and this and that. I want to welcome Dr. Elizabeth Gay Kamara. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Jones Pili, thank you for your presence. Woki, how are you? I want to welcome my love, Nina Quia. How are you, my lovely sister? I appreciate you. Obina, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Obina asks a very good question. Thank you so very kindly. Here is it. Here's the question Obina is asking. Can someone please tell us who is the current peace ambassador in Liberia? Joseph Newman Boyka get time for peace business, brother Obina? Eh? Joseph Newman Boyka get time for peace business? They prepare the first day in office, he take glory, put on his hand and say he want fight. He start fighting right away the first day. And he just went low, he fall down on the ground quickly. That's a good question. Joseph Newman Boyka ain't get time for peace ambassador. Somebody who will be a mediator. Imagine these people, they were able to employ the ambushman. They took the same ambushman carrying the coat. Unity Party. The man who is supposed to be almost like the eye and the mouth to ensure that people follow the law. They appointed him. After he point out and say, but y'all can't be doing the same thing here, and y'all say, we must sit down and shut up. He said, oh, the man, that taking plenty, that carrying the coat. They carrying the coat, ambush man. They carry ambush man to coat. So Joseph Newman Boyka get time for things they call ambassador business. Joseph Newman Boyka don't have time for that thing they call peace ambassador. My own brother, Eric McGill, how are you? I want to welcome you. Thank you so much. I salute your presence. Joining us there from Atlanta. You are highly welcome, my brother. Appreciate your presence. So the woman ain't got time for no peace ambassador. That peace ambassador is asking for brother. I mean, Papa ain't got time. Imagine the advisor, the youth advisor. Joseph Newman Boyka is brave enough to allow people like Kola Bana Fofana, more Ali than to intimidate this lady until she had to resign. But you saw in that communication to how you call OKFM, currency of OKFM, you saw her spelling certain thing out. You can deduce that she was being forced. A fellow Liberian, that is the government that we have. No wonder why you see things so toxic in that particular country. Again to say, how you call the only party that's supposed to exist, that unity party. Even some of our friends that we know are even afraid to openly associate with us. What's that? They're afraid. The people are afraid. Look, let me tell you, one of the things that any government should be very careful of is when you see people are not voicing their frustration out. Run away. It's not a good sign. Even in a family, when you have a family where the husband will not talk, whether you right, whether you wrong, he will not talk because you're somebody who, you blast at him, you disgrace him. Be very careful. It is good for you to allow people to talk. So just like when you see people not protesting, don't think that you are doing well. That's why the last time I was telling somebody, they in the government, I was telling them, a friend of mine, they were here in New York, I was telling them, I said, look, my man, the thing are going on. You, these young people that are in the government, you got to be very careful. And the reason with me, we're somewhere. And the reason with me, I told them, I said, my man, you guys have to be very careful because you guys have life. By the grace of God, you still have age in your favor. Even after these 6 years, you will still be young, you will be energetic, you can still contribute to society. Do not allow this old man that has no future to use you to think that you can hate your brothers and your sisters. Because when you do it, when time comes, we'll not forgive you. We will not forgive you. We'll make you feel uncomfortable. You do me, I do you. That 2029 will come and enter. If you young people allow yourself for Joseph Newman Boakai to use you, to think that because the men are CDC men, because the men wear red beret, so therefore he is your enemy. Don't think that when we too have the opportunity, we forgive you. We make you feel uncomfortable. Oh yes, we'll do it. We will do it. Nobody come and say that and say, hey, yeah, no, we'll do it. So we're telling you, I man, you gotta be very careful. You guys are young people who still have the time, the energy in your favor. Do not allow this old man to put you, to make you to look like a demon. Take time with the politics. When we all used to be around, we drink our late sassama, we be around, we drink our late ogorogo, and we move on, we laugh, we vote you when you're ready, your voice, oh yeah, president, he hear better than a football, all kind of nonsense I used to say. We used to laugh and we move together. We go to, how you call my miracle bosha, we go eat. To the extent some of our people used to even call them American, they made an opposition, poor hungry opposition. Can I go to let me to how you call the Doma Valley? Let go swallow some kind of late Doma. You go there, see this and they will be saying now they will buy Doma, you will eat, you finish the taste of kind of late Neko and put it in your pocket, you go. But look at this time, what is happening. Look at what is happening. The guy, they are not only mean, they are very mean. They don't even want to spend their money. When you are a sedition, they see you just to say, lion, a hungry lion have seen how you call some kind of small lay antelope. They're afraid to even associate with you because Joseph Newman Boakai has infused this kind of toxicness in our politics. What kind of evil, wicked old man is this we get? This man that is supposed to be a father to everybody and say, no, I will not sit down here for such a thing to happen. Joseph Newman Boakai have divided Liberia. Liberia is seriously divided. It's seriously divided. Then you think it's good. When we talk somebody, oh yeah, we talk tired. I want to welcome my own brother, Roosevelt Kruma. How are you? You are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Rennie Morris, thank you for joining us. Yvonne, we appreciate you. Harris, how are you? Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Joseph Newman Boakai has made Liberia so toxic. This is a man even that cannot even associate with former leaders. As old as he is. The girl was asking a question. Mr. President, what is your own agenda working with the former people? Yeah. President Weah, when he was president, he took the bold step and said, I will go to this old man. I will not allow the old man to come to me. I will go to him to show him that respect. All the videos are here. We can show you the videos. Because President Weah wanted to set a Liberia. The process of reconciliation was being initiated by President Weah. Look at what is happening now under this government. Look at what is happening. Everybody just skeptical of everybody. Your own, how you call a friend, a unity party man, you go around, he running away from you. Because you are a sedition, they don't want to go somewhere. They stand all of them, all the unity party men, the group themselves, when they go somewhere, they see sedition, they move from there. And it's only because Joseph Newman Boakai has caused this place to be very toxic. Like I said, and I will say again, my worry is not about President Weah winning election because he will win. You know my worry? Is how he will be able to build those broken pieces that Boakai is damaging. Because I can tell you for sure, President Weah will not want to allow anybody to show hate to your brother because of his political affiliation. But again, there are people that will not take it. Oh yes, there are people who will say, no, I will not take it. As a president, you can do your God business. You can go on the other side, and so, but me, I will not take it. So the president can be magnanimous enough. But the people who are feeling the pinch, we that are feeling the pinch, you think we accept it? You think we take it? We will not take it. Some will defy, say we will not take it. We're not happy. You know, I give you an example of myself. Growing up, as a lay boy there in Lokintown, we used to leave from, or we go and play, or what a place. So there is this football that we used to call it crocro ball. Those of you who can remember crocro ball. This particular football has some, they fix it in a way that you can see some lay, stuff on it. We used to call it crocro ball. So my big sister bought me that ball. I used to carry in the yard and go play with it and other stuff like that. So it was this time, because when you get a ball, like you the captain automatically. You got to play. Some kind of way you battle all the team. So this time around, I carry my football on the field, the men are playing. After they finish drawing the team, me when I carry my football, the men say, no way, I can't play. But to admit, much coming up very small. I never used to be like a professional, all that thing. The men say I can't play. You carry my football, you jump, you say I can't play. So I'm gonna say I want to take my football, the men stopping me. I say, okay, I will not talk. They go kick the football, went in the bush, I went for it. I pick a heavy speed straight to our. I was there, my big sister sitting down. I start running, men running behind me. I'm bring the football, I run. I came in front of my sister with the football in my hand. She said, what happened? I said, my football, the men draw again. They want for me to play. Set me down. So she said, so then what happened? I said, I take the football, I run away. She said, get the football back to your friend. What? She said, get the football back to your friends. So I said, sister, for what? Why am I get the football? She said, get the football back to your friend. They are not your friends. You can't go on a field for you to play. They can't bring out on a football you play with it. So if they say don't play, this particular team will not play on the other team, then you tell the football you're running away. Look, that was one of the things I will never forget. Look, I cried. Look, she said, get the football to the train. Get the football to them. I said, all of them standing in front of the horse. My big sister took the football from me and gave it to them. I jumped in the air, I fall down on the ground. I say, the naked holla. I say, I'm crying. The slap that go on my back, that one is not slap. They call that one in Liberia sala. I just wing on my back. Look, they get some sala when they give it to you. That thing not called slap. Slap that the one, you get lay, caution inside. But sala that the one the 5 finger can lay on your back. I jump up because when she said, get a football to your friends, my football where you buy for me, I'm going to take it and give it to these people then. Well, already they finished putting me down. She said, get a football to them. Tari other guy, my man, the guy just kill. I'm a man calling constant. Constant jacking, you hold the football from my hand. She said, hey, you take the football, okay, yep, drag the football from me. My football is not carrying it. I join the air or I lay down on the ground because I think that my sister will be afraid, Say, oh, you bring the football back. Join the air, I lay down on the ground. Holla, whoa. I said, I was on the ground. She get bent down over me, body. 5 finger, my well on my back. Itchy on my back. Helleba srachi pour on my back. And I even want to cry. They get some srach when they give it to you, your battery it can black out. Your whole system can black out. Then before you take your own time to start crying, that time you can suck it in. Before it takes a few minutes for you to holler, that what happened to me. I will never forget that thing. I will never forget it. You took the football to give it to my friends. Since that time, my sister did that thing to me. Since that day, I got afraid because I know she will not back me when it comes to wrong. So when I go on the field, I always, I to myself. So at least the men can be able to choose me. I am saying this to mean that as a father, an elderly man, as a president, you should set that particular page for everybody to look at each other as Liberians. not as member of Unity Party, member of CDC, and blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, that's not what Joseph Numa Boakai is doing. Joseph Numa Boakai is dividing this house. He is dividing this family. He is breaking down everything. Like our brother asks, who is the what kind of ambassador you're talking about? Say peace ambassador. Joseph Numa Boakai ain't got time for no peace ambassador, which is very terrible, which is very dangerous, fellow Liberians. Very terrible and dangerous. And this is where we find ourselves under Joseph Numa Boakai. We need to pray that God should be able to help us because we finish. Fellow Liberian, the second issue has to do with the speaker, right? And I want to play you this video that I want you to see here. It's a video I want to play, and I want us to see this video. When you watch this video, you will get to know that, look, you see, anyway, things are about to happen. Yeah. I'm coming. Let me just play you this video. Let me see. There is a call here. It says unknown. Okay. Oh, my daughter calling. Let me answer this call here. Just sorry, my people. So I want to play you this video, and I want you to see what is going on here. I'm sorry. Just let me play you this video. The speaker family, Richard Nangwe Kun, yeah, family. According to them, let me just come here and be able to.
Dia com Bob. Dr. Sherman, sorry. So before we do the statement, can we know who all?
So as you all are aware, right? Look, deep and terrible things are happening in our country. Rachel Nangbe Kun. I want to welcome our own general. I salute your presence. Happy New Year to you, General Doka Bailey. I want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you for playing that motherly role, always with us. You know, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. We all know that Cecilia Bokun appeared on Spoon and said that she is the wife of Richie Kun, the speaker, and she was asking for a divorce. She made us to understand on that particular platform that her husband, former husband, in fact, not even former because they are not divorced yet, her husband, the family of the speaker came up to debunk what Cecilia Bokun said. And I want to play this. I want us to listen because we're about to dive into it. So let's listen to the family rebuttal, what they said concerning Cecilia Bokun. Listen to this.
This will feature a statement from the Kun family as it relates to the response for claims made by the elder sister, Cecilia Kun Bob. And that statement will be read by Dr. Besser. Dr. Besser, the question of Dr. Sherman, sorry. So before we do the statement, can we know who all here? Yes. So we can start from here. Yeah, okay, I'm Samuel Kun Jr. Elder brother to both of them. Who is the one? Cecilia Kun and Richard Kun.
I'm Stanton and Briswell, husband to the sister, the younger sister.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start from here.
I'm Emmanuel T. Kun Sr., brother to Honorable Speaker Richard Amukun and Cecilia Kumbo. I'm Pastor Sideon, best man, a cousin to Richard and Cecilia. My name is Elizabeth P. Kuhn, sister to Honorable Richard Kuhn and Cecilia Kuhn. My name is Lawrence M. Sherman. I'm cousin to both the Honorable Richard Kuhn and Cecilia Kuhn. So I proceed to the statement. The Blamo Kuhn family has taken serious note of ongoing public statements and circulating claims made by Madam Cecilia Kuhn involving the Kuhn's name, urging her in the strongest terms to immediately desist from actions and utterances that tarnish the name, reputation, and integrity of her younger brother, the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Richard N. Kuhn. The Blamo Kuhn family categorically and unequivocally states that these claims are false, misleading, and completely without merit. Madam Cecilia Kuhn Paul is the elder sister of Speaker Richard N. Kuhn. Any assertion to the contrary is a deliberate misrepresentation of the facts. These false narratives, widely discussed in public spaces and on social media platforms, have the potential to bring unnecessary disrepute to the Kuhn family and undermine the dignity of the office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The Kuhn family strongly condemns the spread of falsehoods, misinformation, and unverified allegations, and calls on members of the public, media institution, and social media users to exercise restraint, responsibility, and respect for family dignity as well as national institutions. Family disagreements or grievances, particularly those involving sensitive personal and familial relationships, should be addressed through appropriate family channels, including dialogue and mediation, rather than being projected into the public domain where they may be distorted or exploited. For the avoidance of doubt, the Kuhn family reiterates that Madam Cecilia Kuhn Paul is the elder sister of Speaker Richard N. Kuhn, who is her younger brother. Any suggestion otherwise is false and misleading. The Kuhn family remains committed to unity, peace, and the preservation of its reputation, and will take all necessary steps to prevent further damage arising from the dissemination of the false information. The family thank the public for its understanding and cooperation. This press statement was signed by Sedawon Besman, who is the head of the family of the Kuhn Blamo Family Union. Thank you.
Just maybe a couple of questions. What is this whole saga doing to the family?
So let me move.
Well, it's causing us quite a bit of distress.
So my people, you listening to the family. Cecilia Kuhn appeared and said Richard Kuhn was her husband. She sent out and displayed wedding certificates. She informed the public that yes, a husband and wife, they did the husband and wife thing, slept with each other and stuff like that. She went on and explained with evidence. In defense of Richard Kuhn, a lady came up and said she was calling from Nigeria and said Richard Kuhn was her biological brother. And she said that Richard Kuhn is a brother to Cecilia Kuhn, which Cecilia Kuhn denied at the time she was on their station. The family came up, and you're listening to the recording. The family is saying Richard Kuhn is a smaller brother to Cecilia Kuhn. You hear all of them giving their title. My people, I just put something in the how you call comment section. Those of you who have the time, you can read it. But I'm going to read what I have here. I'm going to read it. Or I'm just going to give you a summary of it. You see, the first thing that we see in this whole thing, if what the family is saying is truth, we are seeing incest. What is incest? What is incest? In the Liberian law, incest is when you have a brother sleeping with a sister, or brother sleeping with brother, mother sleeping with son, son sleeping with, you know, I mean, brother, sister. In our constitution, incest is a crime. We will go there so you can see it. We'll go there so you can see it. We'll go there so you can see it. Just bear with me. I have it here. Let me see. 11.2. Okay, so I'm going to the panel law of Liberia and I will display it. 11.2. Just bear with me. I have the panel law right here. I'm going there. So let's see. I beg you, just bear with me a bit. I want to show you what our law says concerning how you call incest. Oh man, this this is sorry. I think I'll take it from here anyway. I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here. So it says, under Liberian law, marriage between biological siblings constitutes incest, which is expressly prohibited. The domestic relations law of Liberia, that is 1973 code. Are you seeing it? Oh, okay. Courtesy of Legit News Africa. Let me share it with you so you can see it. Sorry, I thought you were looking at it. So let's go. Okay, so I think you can see it from here, right? It's now clear. You can see it. Okay, so I think all of us here can see it. So courtesy of Legit News Africa. It says, under the Liberian law, a marriage between biological siblings constitute incest, which is expressly prohibited. The Domestic Relations Law of Liberia 1973 Code provides that any marriage between a brother and sister, whether or whole or half blood, is void ab intro, meaning it is invalid from the onset and has no legal recognition. Incest is defined as a sexual or marital relationship between closely related person, such as a brother and sister. Beyond its prohibition under the domestic relation law, incest is also criminalized under Liberia's penal law, chapter 14 of the penal law, which address sexual offenses, especially state under section 14.70 that incest is a felony of the third degree. It is therefore regarded as a serious crime offense with penalties that may include fines, imprisonment, or both, depending on the circumstances and applicable law. In this context, if it were established that a public official entered into a marital or sexual relationship with a biological sister, such conduct will raise serious legal concern under section 14.7. Let's go to the penal law. Let's go to the penal law. This is section 14.7. So let's go to the penal law. I have it right here. So don't worry, we'll go to it. Let me see what we have here. Just bear with me. Sometimes plenty of things we got to do, to bring you. Let's go to the penal law 14 point. Okay, where's the penal law essay? Bear with me. Let me bring the penal law. So we do this together, eh? Let's just take our own time. So just let's go to the penal law so we can read. It says 14 point. Okay. I'm coming. Oh, sorry. So let me just go there. Just bear with me. Let me go there. And then we can be able to. What the Constitution says about incest. Oh, sorry. Okay. What the Constitution says about incest. Just bear with me. The thing here just now is just the penal law of Liberia. I had it here just now. I was displaying it. Then it just lost. I come in my people. Let's get to it. Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we get it here. Let me just share it with you. So let's go here. Let me share it with you. Today we're doing plenty of things together. So don't worry, we'll do it together. And just bear with us. I know some of you, very impatient when it comes to these things. So let's go to 14 point, whatever they say, right? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, with some kind of 14. 14 point. So, okay, so it's 14.70, 14.70, one would say, 14.70. So let's go there. Let's go to 14.70 and see what it says here about incest. So let's go there, 14.70. Here is it, 14.70 on the subchapter D, sexual offenses. So let's go there. 14.71, 14.70. So let's go there together, right? Don't worry, we'll go there together. Okay, so we have it here. 14.70, rape. They have rape and honor A. They get all these sexual different stuff. Let's see if we can look for just what we are looking for. We have rape here, male and female, intentionally, okay, victim, gang rape, definition, sexual concern. Let's go B, a person. Okay, so let's go so we can find the particular area that we want to find is the place that talk about incest, right? The place that talk about incest. So it says 14.70. So this 14.70, we already there. Let's look for the section that has to do with incest. Incest, okay. Okay, so let's just, okay, fine. We are here. So it says 14.70 only for offenses on or before June, this, that, this, and all the other things. It say a male who has sexual intercourse with a female, not his wife, has committed rape if he compelled her to submit, okay, blah, 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 has impaired her power, okay, this, that, this, employed within the female is less than 16 years old, provided gang rape, there's not gang rape, gross sexual imposition, only for offenses committed or before a male who has sexually intercourse with female, not his wife, has committed blah blah blah, third degree or this, that, all the other thing. Let's see. Involuntary sodomy. Okay, voluntary sodomy. He knows, okay. I want to capture that main area that talk about incest. So yeah, bear, or we are not how you call legal people, but we get what we're supposed to get here related to sexual crimes against the person. When the criminality, okay, sexual permission, spouse relationship in section this, that, this. Let's see, let's see. Means any touching, okay. I hope you are there with me. Let's see. Okay, provision relating to this, that, this, and all the other thing. A person who knowingly has sexual intercourse with another person cause such order to have sexual the act no offenses person blah 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 be taking this and all the other thing. Let me see. Let's go here. Let's go there to see what we have here. It's a kind of bit. I'm finding it difficult to get that main area. I don't know. It's because we are live and then I'm looking for it. So if it wasn't live, I was going to take the time to be able to, rape. The offense involved gang rape, the act of raping at the time of the relevant act of this, that, this, the maximum consent for fifth degree shall be rape, imprisonment, this, that, capital offense. Rape is also other, this, that, the trial of this, that, the penal code, consent. I'm trying to find this, but then I don't know. It's a kind of bit tough for me to find here. I don't know if maybe I'm using, or that's the wrong, or maybe the outdated or whatever. I don't know what I'm using here. He or she intentionally penetrates. Okay. The victim is less than 18. The person has committed gang rape. Definition: sexual intercourse, consent. All right. So I'm trying to find it, but from all indication, I don't know. I am not seeing it here. Sexual abuse of word, assault, this, that, this, sexual assault. Let me see if I can general. Okay, I am not really crime against person offenses. As no crime, this, that, this. Okay. For some reason, I'm not seeing it here, my people. I'm not really seeing it here. I try to look, I'm not seeing it. So uh let me just go right here. Since we are not seeing it, then we will just come right here. Yeah, let's just come right here since we are not seeing it because they did their research and it's right here. They did their research, so it's right here. So according to them, they say chapter 14 of the penal law, which addresses sexual offenses, specifically states under section 14.70 that incest is a felony of the third degree. It is therefore regarded as a serious crime offense with penalty that may include fines, imprisonment of both depend on the circumstances and the applicable law. So, fellow Liberians, we just listening to the family of the speaker, Rachel Kuhn. And the family are telling us, not you and myself saying it, but the family are telling us that the lady is a biological sister to Rachel Nangbe Kuhn, according to what the family is saying. Now, if this is truth, from all indication, Mr. Kuhn should be forwarded to court. Mr. Kuhn, the best thing that he's supposed to do right now is to ensure that he brings sanctity to that particular house by immediately resigning his office as speaker, even a lawmaker. But you see, Liberia is a country where, my people, those who stand for morality, those who stand for value, the people don't regard you. Like I always say this, and I will continue to say, those people that know how to spend their money wisely, Liberian men will call you stingy. That's what they will say. Oh, they are men stingy. Oh, they are women stingy. Anytime you hear people telling somebody, oh, they men stingy, it's not really that this man is mean, he don't want to give, but it's just that the men know how to give, when to give, and where to give. So people will say the men stingy. That's what they will say. Now, people who are very wasteful, or people who are magnanimous, so to speak, before you say, oh, the men are bele, anybody can eat him because he is somebody who know how to share. Very benevolent. He know how to, give and etc. etc. It has reached to the time, fellow Liberians, that we must set high standard for these people who we call lawmakers. We must set high standards. We cannot be here looking at these people doing what they are doing and then we feel satisfied. We think it is okay. We think it's all right. You get these people committing crime before us, the speaker of the house, if it is true, according to the family, that's what the family is saying, sleeping with his sister. This man, but now, should not be the speaker of the house. He shouldn't. This man, the act that he has committed warrant persecution for the both of them, both Cecilia and her brother. And this particular thing that Cecilia then playing fun with, we have already forwarded it to what we're supposed to forward. It will be investigated. It will be investigated. Because you cannot have a biological brother, biological sister sleeping together and they think that is okay. The breeze now can now show the fire nyash. Here is where we are. Family having press conference. Your man Jeremiah Kun writing, how you call Rachel Kun writing, say, oh, that's my sister, you're not my sister. Sister too say, oh, me and my brother were doing fiasokoni. Because they asked her, did you people have the opportunity to do fiasokoni? She said, yeah, we did it. The thing where the husband and wife can do, we did it according to her. Is this not a crime? This is something big. And we are calling on our lawmakers. We are calling on these people to launch an immediate investigation so that Kun will recuse himself as a speaker and undergo that investigation. But do we have people of moral who will stand and say this must be? Do we have people of moral in the house who will come together and say, no, this is not part of us? Look, this is a test. You can see why these people are trying to sneak the Mia thing among us. And you understand? The reason why they're trying to sneak the Mia thing. Some morning will wake up one morning, finish here and say, oh, the people now say Mia, they're doing Mia, you know, and Boema then, you know, Saki then, and you know, and all the other things, they're going here, they're doing that thing, they're enjoying themselves. This is the beginning of what we are seeing. Because if this man, according to what the family is saying, can see with own sister, they can do fiasakani, then how much more the people that will not soon money will not wake up, you hear them say they finish passing Miami, they finish passing across the road. So money will hear say the people then they finish crossing the road. The part they now pass that bill to cross the road. Because these are signs that we are looking at. My people, the last time it was Alfonso, I think Anthony Williams was crying. He said, in fact, how the people in want to discuss, some kind of bill, he said the bill they put on the floor for them to discuss. The people now want to discuss it. And you know, the Miami bill, he said, oh, the people now want to discuss Miami bill. I think I still have that video. Let me see if we can bring that video here for you before we go on the show, because we're supposed to be on the show there on the Kings FM. Let's see. Your man Alfonso Anthony Williams, you were crying. Anthony Williams said, oh, the people, anytime we bring the Miami bill for all the talking, they want talking. When we bring bill here, the people, they push us out. They want to discuss it. Anthony Williams, what? You were crying that day. Let me see. I think I should be having the video here. Don't worry. Let me see. I think this will be okay. I will reach there. Don't worry. We'll come there. I should have the video here. You remember that video? The man was crying. Anthony Williams was crying. The man said, anytime we bring the how you call a Miami bill on the plate for all the talking, the people then they can just put it under the table. Rachel Kun can just put it under the table. Because the man know Rachel Kun, the kind of art he is engaged in. So how will he? Okay, come in. Let me see. Hey man, it's supposed to be yo. Let me see. Sometimes you're looking for this thing, that time you will not see you. But I think all of you can remember when your man got so frustrated. You know, he got so frustrated. Anthony Williams, he got so frustrated. He said, what kind of thing here? I will be in a house here, one job, one thought, thing here. The person must talk. Anytime we bring a bill, they just kick it one side. Anytime we bring a bill, they say they carry it to committee room. He was frustrated, and I hope sorry, oh, my people. Let me see. This is not available. This is not. But it's not available for what? Okay, it's like from all indication, I'm not seeing it here. Maybe I put it somewhere. But some of you can remember when Anthony Williams came up to express his frustration, how in fact he was seriously frustrated for the fact that, you know, the lawmakers will not be able to discuss the issue across the road. Benin, you know, anytime they talk about Buru, the man will say, in fact, we're carrying it into committee hall. No need for us to be talking here, and no need for us to talk about it here. He was so frustrated. So I don't know, but I'm not seeing it here. I'm not seeing it. I think maybe I put it in one of my file that I'm not locating. But don't worry, we will we'll get it, and then we'll be able to play. I will try to look for it, but I think all of you can remember. So that's where we find ourselves. You find yourself in a country where things that are not supposed to happen is happening right in front of us, and we are overlooking these things. Oh yes, we are overlooking it, but these are all recipe to tell you that something big is happening. Something big is happening. Because if these people cannot discuss laws that will be able to protect our children, and we sit down there, we think that phone, yaka. We continue to wait and see. There are some people just think that we joking. And reach to the play that spoon can read before more open, where a spoon will reach there. But before more open, and plenty of all now we say, oh, if we are new, if we are no, at that time now it's late. At that time it's late. But fellow Liberians, I think time is of essence, and it has caught up with us the first time. So join us as we move to the King's FN platform, Diaspora Talk. Join us. Encourage all of you to follow us on the King's FM Diaspora Talk. Join us there so that we can again have a wonderful discussion. So on this note, time have caught up with us. We want to say happy New Year to all of you. Join us on the Diaspora, the Diaspora Talk on the King's FM on the Facebook page, or you can join us on the FM or on the YouTube, and let's have a wonderful time. So on this note, my people, I want to stop here as we transition to the other page. So thank you. God bless you. Have yourself a God bless day. Bye from my end, but we'll be here again. Thank you.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you, and God bless.